Hello everybody and welcome to Good Works. This is Linus from Sweden and today we're going to make compost. And I will show you how to turn this, some grass, some old leaves, dandelion, paper, and turn it into this nice and well broken down compost that you can put wherever you want to make things grow rapidly. Making compost is very easy actually. All you need is two materials, brown and green. Green is usually things that are obviously green and brown is usually brown. It's not always like that, and you can just Google whatever to find out which is which, but mainly green is green and brown is brown. When you add those two together and make it moist enough, things will start to happen and the compost will start to come alive to make this nice and brownish color, as you can see right here. So first thing we gotta do is to cut some grass, and we're gonna rake together some old leaves, and then we'll get the compost going. So come along. So this is my compost area, but as you can see it's been wildly overgrown. So I want to remove those branches so I can be working here and you can see what I'm doing. This old secateur, it's not that easy to do the job. Now, since we have all those branches all of a sudden, I don't want to just put that in a fire and burn it all up. No, I want to use it to make compost. And as I've mentioned earlier, leaves is perfect as green materials. Meanwhile, the branches counts more for the brown. And if I mix those two together, this will be a perfect compost. You could use a compost shredder, a garden shredder for this, but I don't have one, so I have to use something else. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna put it like this, all together like that. And I'm going to use my hedge trimmer. If you don't have a hedge trimmer, you can go the old-fashioned way and use the good old hedge socks. Scissors, I'm sorry, socks is Swedish. You say scissor. You make the nice sound also. Listen. And you just do this. You just take from the side like this. Go quickly. Just like a barber. The barber cutting long hair. Very easy. But this is inefficient, so I'll go to the machines. Now, take a look at this. We've got ourselves some leaf compost. I will add some additional old leaves because this is too much green. It will break down, but it will be quicker and better if I add more brown materials to this. So yeah, this is what a hedge trimmer can do with a few branches. Looks great. This thing, however, I will throw on the side because this will take years to break down. So now we have to gather some green materials, and I've actually saved a small patch in my garden. This is probably only about 40 square meters, very small, but it will be enough to make a good compost. And I will just trim all those down with my big grass trimmer. We will collect it, we will mix it up with old leaves, and we have a great compost. All right, let's go. And you can do the same thing, really. If you have a piece of your garden that you just leave for 3 or 4 weeks, the grass will grow tall. You can cut it down and throw it in the compost bin. That will be a great addition to your compost. Okay, that's it. I found some strawberry plants here that I just kept for the kids. Otherwise, it's all gone. There can be treasure among the weeds. That's it. We got ourselves a huge barrel of old grass and weeds. So, welcome back to the compost piles. I will show you what my newest compost looks like. I've started it autumn and I haven't actually paid any attention to it, but we will have to move all of those piles to be able to make a new pile of compost. So I will put, this is a cow manure, or actually the bison manure. We will put it on the side, move it on the right side, and we will keep on moving the other piles alongside. So it will be a nice airflow. Anyway, let's get going. This is just a temporary solution, this thing here. I will make a new compost bin, which I will post on YouTube also. But as for now, we put it on the side because I don't have one right now. So we got an empty spot for the new compost bin, but as you can see, I've used all my greens for the old one because it was improperly done. So I gotta get myself some new greens. Okay, let's go. I think we're all loaded now. Let's go. Ooh. Here I stand in the pile, and I believe we have a good amount of green and brown material to make this compost. I believe it's about a cubic meter that we will fill up at least. So we gotta get some gloves on because we've got a lot of stinging needles and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, let's get going. I grabbed the water hose and it's actually leaking a little bit. So what are we going to do? Well, we will mix the green and brown material, and we will use the lasagna method because I think it's a great method. I just put a layer of brown, then a layer of green, layer of brown, and a layer of green. Very simple. Now there's a whole lot of science of how much green and how much brown you have to use, but there are other channels for that. Today we will just mix about half-half. You probably want a bit more brown than that, but as it is for me, I have a lot of green materials and right now not that much brown material. So I use what I have, and it's better to use what you have than not get anything done at all, right? So just take some green like that. Nice. And next, go to the brown. Some of those leaves are actually like 2 years old, so they already start to decompose, which means that it's more than it looks like. So in comparison, maybe it's actually the double amount of brown, which is good, of course. And it's a bit humid, so I won't water so much. I just take this like this a little bit. We don't want it too wet and we don't want it too dry. We have an expression in Swedish that says lagom, which means to have it just right. Anyways, that's enough. I take some more of the green stuff. And some brown. And before we go any further, I want to put cardboard on the sides of the compost bin. And why we do that is because if we don't have cardboard, it will be so much airflow, so the sides will dry out. So about like 20 centimeters or almost a feet and on the outside, it will be all dry, so it won't decompose. So I believe it's a great way to put cardboard, which will decompose during time and will also add to the compost. So I will have to get some more, but let's start with this. As you can see, I got some things that we don't want to decompose. This certainly won't decompose since it's tape. So we just get rid of that. And okay, lock it with a compost, and I'll take this right here. So for you guys that might worry of will it be any airflow and how will that affect the compost with this on the side, I can just tell you that this is something that I learned from Charles Dowding, the expert in gardening. So I just choose to trust that guy, so I do the same thing. He's a professional, so I believe it will do a great job. Okay, take some more. This is some used cardboard, but it doesn't matter. It will do just fine. Okay. So I just have to add some more along the way. Just do that and it will count as brown material. Get some more cardboard this side. Here we got a good mix already. Oh, a lot of greens. So I have to cover the sides now to be able to finish the compost. I have this. Okay. Okay, here we go. As you can see, this side is basically no materials there, so gotta add some there. Press down the corners because there will be a lot of airflow there, and the sides, you can see, the middle is always more packed. So just distribute it evenly throughout the compost like this. So let's finish this up by putting some old compost on top of it, just a little bit. Just get it, spread it out a little bit. This will help the new compost to get going. Okay, everybody, this is it. We've packed about a cubic meter of leaves and branches and grass and all kinds of stuff to make this beautiful compost. What will happen now is that it will shrink back a whole lot. So we will keep adding stuff here during the summer, and in the end it will only be like a fourth of this mass that will actually be pure compost. So most of it will kind of just vaporize into the atmosphere. But this is how it goes. And I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to wish you all good luck with composting, and God bless you. Have a good day. Oh, oh, oh.